You lied to me. I don't deal in liars.
Sir, I
you lied to me. You're going to jail. So you want to start from the beginning? Tell me what happened. Like how the car caught on fire. So I need your statement for our report.
I'm not going to give no statement.
Okay.
If you want, I'll get my attorney to call you.
Okay. Go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back.
All right.
Put your hands behind your back.
And welcome back to the Civil Rights Lawyer channel. Take a look at this footage, body cam footage that came out of Lake City, Florida, showing police officers arriving to the scene of what appears to be a Corvette up in flames. Now, the police officer obviously thinks that it's up in flames because the guy was spinning donuts in a Huddle House parking lot, but the guy isn't talking and he ends up getting arrested. It brings up issues of whether you're forced to talk to the police to give a statement and whether you can be arrested for that. So let's take a look at the footage. So you can see in the parking lot the car is still on fire. Apparently the fire department is already there.
All right, so tell me what happened. So the front is your information, which we don't have to worry about filling out because I got your ID. So on the back,
officers wanting to
I'll
take
write
a
exactly
report,
what you tell me happened.
and the guy isn't talking.
So you want to start from the beginning? Tell me what happened. Like how the car caught on fire. Did you walk me through the process? Because we have to do a report. I need it for the report.
What report? What do you mean you need it for the report?
So we have to do a report because your car caught on fire?
Okay, the fire department. She told me you were going to make one.
Yeah, we do one too.
Okay.
Okay. So I need your statement for our report.
I'm not going to give no statement.
Okay.
If you want, I'll get my attorney to call you.
Okay. Go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back.
All right.
Put your hands behind your back. There you go. All right, so you're being placed under arrest for obstruction?
Obstruction of what?
Yes, sir. And also...
Obstruction of what?
Quit turning around on me. And also reckless driving. I have video of you doing burnouts in the parking lot. Obstruction is for lying to law enforcement.
And they lied to you.
Step over here. You told me that you pulled in and the transmission blew.
I did. Look at it right there. It's blue.
Yeah, but you said you pulled in. You didn't tell me that you were doing burnouts and donuts in out here. You neglected to tell me that.
I didn't tell you anything.
You did.
No.
That's fine. We can argue.
So the guy invokes his right to remain silent, and then he gets arrested for what the officer said he already had probable cause to arrest him
Give me a
for.
break.
No, a break. You lied to me. I don't
lie to you.
I don't deal in liars.
Sir,
you lied to me. You're going to jail. All right, step back here to the back of my car. 370, like so you can show that 27. I just ran 1015.
All right, me voy a preso.
Have a seat.
So the guy on the left
what
was also an
happened?
occupant in the vehicle.
How did the car catch on fire?
I don't know, you already taken him to the jail?
You were in the car too.
I'm on the car, yes.
So how did it happen? What happened with that?
Well, we're running here and the transmission exploded, I think.
So you just pulled in and then it just blew up? Were you doing donuts and burnouts? Because I have video of it. So do you want to continue lying?
Yeah, but I'm the one driving the car.
But you were in the car, and you're telling me a different story than what happened. So at this point, it's obstruction, and I could put you in jail for it. Okay? So tell me what happened. So what occurred? You don't want to talk to me?
I don't speak just a little bit.
I can call a Spanish-speaking officer if you'd like, because that's not going to be an excuse. I mean you were speaking clear English to the point that I could understand you, but if you'd like, I can call a Spanish-speaking officer.
What the guy should be saying here is, am I free to leave? Because what's not clear is whether or not he's detained at this moment, or whether he's in custody. So, if he's free to leave, then it's just a consensual encounter, supposedly, and he doesn't have to answer questions. But the officer is clearly attempting to coerce him into providing a statement that he clearly does not want to provide. He's threatening to arrest him as well. I mean, if that's not coercion, then I don't know what is.
You know, we turn here left, getting on the parking, and the car, the transmission, which we feel a noise, boom, and then the car's going crazy.
Okay. So the car started spinning after the transmission blew?
Yeah.
Okay. You have your identification with you?
Yes, sir. Yes, officer.
Were you in the car?
No, it's only to see.
I gotcha. Stuff?
Yeah, you can give it to
Your wallet?
My wife is there.
Your wife is over there? What's your wife's name?
Raina.
Raina? And you want her to take your wallet, the keys, and your cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any money in your wallet? Do you have any cash? Okay.
You want the wallet over here?
Are you the wife?
Yes.
Okay. So here's his cell phone. This, the keys to the car, and then his wallet. He said there was no money in it. Okay. And then I'm going to keep his ID for the report. It'll be turned into his property at the Condon County Jail.
Okay.
Okay.
Pero ¿por qué se lo están llevando?
And why is he being taken again?
Falsifying a police report, lying to law enforcement, and reckless driving.
And you guys know all this because
We have video of what happened.
¿Qué
we have a
dice?
video. Dice que está diciendo mentira.
¿Y por qué es mentira?
Dice que ellos tienen video.
Ajá, ¿video de qué?
So what, he blew up the car purposely?
He was doing donuts in the parking lot.
And that made the car blow up?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, because I have a few of those cars and they haven't blown up in Miami.
Well, I have a video of it, so I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about it.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
All right. Have a wonderful day.
So notice that he had the occupant's ID,
reckless,
and
I have
that
a
could
video
be
of him
relevant to whether or not the
driving
guy
in the
was
parking lot.
detained or whether he was in
lied to me,
custody at the
and
time
then
he was being questioned.
Trying to
That's one of the
falsify,
things that the
report.
courts can look at is whether or not the officer still has the personal possessions, the ID.
Hey, so Bryant is coming to get the car, but they
I
called.
believe in Florida, under 11th Circuit law, they are actually, police are actually allowed to detain the occupants of vehicles, for instance, after a wreck, if there is reasonable suspicion to conduct, some sort of criminal investigation.
3 different videos.
So he may not have been free to leave had he asked.
Oh, I'm not. I don't doubt that he blew the fucking thing up.
So now he goes into the huddle house, and it's clear that these guys were doing donuts, and the car got caught on fire. There's plenty of witnesses. It sounds like they video recorded it as well.
Yeah. He's trying to figure out what happened. I know they were running the car through here, like revving it up, like doing donuts out there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why when you say I wanted to make sure they weren't being stupid, just anything like really.
Yeah, I had. I mean, you can see the black marks and stuff. So did you guys seen them like doing shit, if I could talk, donuts and
Yeah.
You can hear
I was
they talk like with it full revved up and come through.
Okay, so they were just driving crazy as hell.
The bench, and I was talking to the guy and everything, and then I started hearing pop, pop. I'm like, I've got goods and everything, and so I peeked my head around the corner, and the whole bottom of the car was on fire. And so like me and him run over there, and we're like, get out of the car, get out of the car, and they're just like, what's going on? And I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of the car.
Right.
And everything. And they got out of the car, and then like I'm like, I need you to call 911. He says my foot's at 1%. So I run inside, told her to call 911, and then I said I need a fire extinguisher. She says I don't know where one is right now, and everything. I was just like, all right, well. The guy had his fire extinguisher in his semi, and he almost put it out, but then they said they looked under and there was a small fire. I said, I guarantee you it's going to get
Yeah.
I guarantee.
Yeah. Well, we certainly appreciate it. When the manager gets here, let me know. I'll be out there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, so really the main things that pop out to me are this. There's no doubt that doing donuts in your Corvette, catching it on fire, is going to probably qualify as reckless driving under Florida law. I mean, it sounds like there were some statements that were made prior to the video turning on. So could it be a crime to say that it was, something that was covered by insurance or something like that, as opposed to doing donuts or some sort of intentional act or vandalism or whatever? Yeah, that could be like falsifying, a police report. Something cops have been caught doing many times across the country. Okay, if there's an accident like this, are the occupants, is the driver compelled to provide a statement to law enforcement? Because that's what this guy is saying here, is I have to do a report and you have to answer my questions. And if you don't answer my questions, you don't tell me what you did to catch your car on fire, I'm going to arrest you. And in fact, that's what he does. So those are two different things. One is if he gave false information to the officer or the insurance company or the fire department or whatever. That could be insurance fraud, it could be falsifying, whatever. But it's completely different for somebody to get arrested because they refuse to give a report, refuse to give a statement to a police officer. The Fifth Amendment protects the right not to be forced to incriminate ourselves. So that only applies in the context of citizen police encounters if there is custody. Now, it appears from this footage that that guy was in custody. I mean, the officer clearly said that he had video. He already had probable cause to arrest him for reckless driving, for falsifying documents already. He had his ID. Didn't appear that he was free to leave. So if he was in custody at that time, he had a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. He had his Miranda rights, okay? There was custodial interrogation. And also possibly the same thing for the occupant there. So, yeah, it's illegal to do what they did. But, as they say, if you break a law, don't tell anyone about it. That's what these guys tried to do, apparently, but they didn't really go about it the right way. There were a lot of witnesses. If they were going to remain silent, they should have just remained completely silent. So as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember, freedom is scary. Deal with it.